I find it kind of funny that some people complain about the speed bumps. You know, I like the speed bumps. It's nice to have that thing that controls cars. Vulnerable roadway users, pedestrians and cyclists, but also just people in cars, we're having an increase in traffic fatalities, and we have this, supposedly we have this Vision Zero plan where we're somehow, I'm not quite sure how, trying to reduce traffic fatalities and vulnerable roadway fatalities and things like that, and they just keep going up and up and up. And it seems like there's a number of factors involved with that, but it's just, I think most people who are in bicycle advocacy and in transportation planning would agree that part of the reason there are less and less people riding bicycles is because the roads are getting scarier and scarier. I believe that perception is reality. If people believe that the roads are more dangerous, to that person the roads are more dangerous, and they're going to make their decisions based on that belief. And apparently thousands of people are deciding not to ride their bicycles because the cars are winning. However you want to put it, you know, the roads feel more dangerous. So a greenway is a stretch of road, usually, always a side street, that is designed to get people from a point to a point, whether it's, you know, usually, I would say usually commuters, but it's just like there's a sense or a feeling or a community need that we need to get from this point to this point more safely. And so the road is engineered in such a way that it's easier for cars and bicycles to share the space. It's designed with sidewalk extensions and speed bumps, and sometimes like concrete barriers and things like that to slow car traffic down. Not to prevent cars from using the road, but to control the speed and to make them aware that this is a shared space and bicycles are here and they're probably in the middle of the road and you need to be aware of that. So, and I think generally it works. I live in the Montevilla neighborhood and I work 3 days a week at Go By Bike down on South Waterfront. And so I use the Clinton, I do a loop. So I go the Lincoln Greenway to work, and then I come home on the Clinton Woodard Greenway all the way to almost to 82nd. And there's a section of the Clinton one, and I know other people have the same complaint, from about, I'd say about 20th or 21st to about maybe 34th. And that section, because Clinton's just a couple blocks off of Division, and that section of Division is full of businesses that people love to drive to, that parking is really a challenge there. And I would say that's one of the most dangerous parts of my commute on a daily basis, is cars cutting across the greenway, not driving on it, but they're zipping across it. And it's like Frogger. It's like I'm constantly having to watch out for cars that are coming from my left or right in that about 10 block section there. It's not the greenway's fault. It's more of a matter of parking and business and all that. The greenway just happens to be in the way of these people who are trying to find a parking place. And there's been so much work and so much advocacy that's gone into that particular stretch. Like the Clinton Greenway is it's in Portland bicycle lore of all the infrastructure that they've done there. And still there's certain things that you just can't control for. And they've done some things. Some of the intersections cars can't go through, you know, but you can't block the whole thing. It's not just greenways, it's it's so much else with our road infrastructure. More roundabouts, please. Like all the roundabouts, and I love roundabouts. Like communities that have them. When we're talking about, and this, like I said, this isn't necessarily a Greenway thing, but if you think about those cars crossing Clinton, if they have to cross at a roundabout, you have to slow down. You just have to. And the same thing like with the traffic fatalities that we had on Powell this last weekend with the 2 girls. If you took every traffic light and you got rid of the traffic light and turned it into a roundabout, you can't speed in your car. If you've only got like 2 or 3 or 4 blocks and then you come to another roundabout, you can only go so fast, and so more roundabouts. That would be like, if I was on a committee, that would be my mantra over and over. More roundabouts, please, more roundabouts. And they're fun to ride. That's the thing. Like on a bicycle, they're really fun to ride. A lot of the greenways have recently been getting speed bumps, which some of the people that I know that ride complain about that, and I love them. Like I love to see the way that speed bumps have transitioned. Like first they were just bumps, and then they had like the double cutouts and now they have like the single. They're actually with sharrows that go right down the middle of the channel, like directing the bikes, like go this way, right down this. I can't remember which one it is that I ride on like all the time, and I just noticed in the last couple days speed bumps going in, and it just kind of put a smile on my face, like, oh, okay, like they're legitimately prioritizing this route for bicycles. And I'm not sure that the speed bumps discourage cars, although I know that like on Thurman, where it goes around Mount Tabor, as soon as they put that in, as like they put that control feature in there, I stopped using that with my car. Like I stopped driving on it. And I think, well, if I'm doing that, there must be other people that are doing that too,